Good evening. I know why you're here. You're driven. You're successful. You're accustomed to optimizing for results. You see a 2-hour learning, and immediately a very reasonable question pops into your head. Is that enough? You built your careers demanding rigor, discipline, and high performance. You expect the same for your children. We share that expectation. I want to be perfectly clear. We're not anti-rigor. In fact, we believe we've refined it. My background and the background of the educators who designed this model, it's rooted in understanding how top performers, whether in a law firm, a surgical theater, or a Silicon Valley startup, how they really achieve those goals of mastery. I'm telling you, it's not through 8 hours of mandatory attendance. It's through focused intensity, rapid feedback, and deep, relevant problem solving. Before you leave today, I guarantee you'll see a 2-hour model not as a shortcut, but as a strategic accelerator designed precisely for high potential students that we serve. No. Let's just take a half a step outside of education for a second. Let's look at an athlete training for the Olympics. Do you think they just go out and run laps for 8 hours a day? Probably not. Actually, definitely not. Their training is highly periodized. Short bursts of intense focused work, followed by recovery, analysis, and cross-training. Traditional K-8, that's the opposite of that. It's passive. Honestly, it's paced toward the slowest learners in the class because the teacher can't move forward until the kids in the back are caught up. And it's padded with transition time. How many times do they get up to get a drink? Everyone lines up. How many times do they go to the cafeteria? Everybody lines up. They get back into class. They got 5 minutes to make noise and move around. Just transition. It takes up a lot of the time of your day. So you look at that 6-hour day, and it's not 6 hours of education. It's diluted. It's not concentrated. Our model is built on a scientific principle of deep work. The 2 hours of core learning, what we call our focus block, is precisely engineered for maximum cognitive load and retention. It's a high dosage, personalized, seminar-style environment where guides facilitate accelerated learning, moving students from comprehension to application to mastery at their individual pace. The result is a student who doesn't just cover the material, but owns the material. And then we get to, how does this prep me for what's coming up next? Every elite private school requires full academic days. How could my child possibly get everything they need in only 2 hours? That's the single most important question that you'll ask today. And it's based on a false premise that we must challenge together. The belief that elite results require traditional volume. Let's be honest about what elite private schools are teaching. They're teaching curriculum designed for the 20th century. They're prepping students for a world of industrial processes and standardized testing. We are preparing students for the 21st century mastery. Consider the evidence. The pace of mastery. Our students routinely test 2 to 3 years ahead of grade level in core subjects by middle school, and often mastering the entire K-8 math and literacy curriculum well before they reach high school. Why? Because our guide spends 0 time managing a class of 30 at that same common pace. They spend 100% of their time ensuring one-on-one progress and individualized challenge. The new competitive edge. Everyone's looking at high school. Everyone's looking at high school admissions. These high school admissions officers at the top schools are no longer just looking for a good GPA. They're looking for agency. They want kids that are committed, that want to be learners, that reach beyond just what's going on in their class or in that subject that day. They want students that can articulate a passion. They want students that have managed a complex project. They want students that can drive their own learning. Our model gives students 4 to 6 hours every single day to engage in purposeful, self-directed projects. We have an applied science lab. We have business plan creations. And we also do community outreach. This is the dossier of distinction that elite schools are actually seeking. Future proofing, right? The skills your child develops after a 2-hour focus block. They got collaboration, they got executive function, they got grit, they got failure recovery. These are non-negotiables for success in tech, law, medicine, you name it. We dedicate structured time to these social and emotional development skills, ensuring that they graduate a whole competitive human, not just high scoring test takers. You can't even worry about your child falling behind. I hope you're now starting to see that the real risk is keeping them in a model that causes them to fall behind the future. At 2-hour learning, we've replaced the fatigue of seat time with the exhilaration of mastery time. We've replaced the stress of conformity with the power of agency. The question isn't, can my child get everything they need done in 2 hours? The question is, why would I waste their time on a 6-hour model that is delivering less? Our students won't keep up with their peers. They will outpace their peers academically, emotionally, competitively. We aren't asking you to trust us blindly. We're asking you to trust the data and the philosophy that powers your own successes. Intensity, optimization, and results. Thank you so much.